siblings. Welcome to another episode of Dating Chronicles of Delana. Oh my God, I feel like it's been a good minute. Happy New Year 2021, all of that good stuff. It has been a minute since I've come on and we've had our discussion going. I had a death in my family. My grandmother passed away. So I just took a little time to just, get my mind together, grieve properly, and I'm just grateful that I was able to see her before she passed. But I just wanted to take a little time. But I am back, and we're about to get the discussion popping. So I was recently watching one of my favorite relationship coaches, and he said that women should not be on online dating apps, right? So his take on it was that men have no reason to be on these apps, that men can meet a woman anywhere. They can meet a woman at the gym. They can meet a woman at the grocery store. They can meet a woman anywhere. So he felt like, why does a man need to go on an online app unless he's on there to meet multiple women, to basically be a player, play around with women, etc. That most men who are looking for a lasting relationship or looking for a wife are not going on online apps to do so. Okay. So if you are a man, I want you to chime in. I want to talk about this. Do you use online dating apps? And if you do, or if you have used them in the past, were you on there looking for a wife? Were you on there trying to be a player, see how many women you can get? Like, what is the man's take on online dating? And women, what has been your experience with online dating? Have you ran into a man who seemed to be serious, or have you ran into a man who was a player from the Himalayas, right? Like, man, I know you ain't interested in me because you're probably entertaining multiple women on these online dating apps. So I'm just going to run down some of the dating apps that I have been on, and then some of my experiences, and then we can have the discussion going. So when I first moved to Dallas, which was in 2014, I was on Black People Meet. I got on Match.com for a minute while it was free, because your girl ain't paying for love. And then I got on Plenty of Fish. POF, which is Plenty of Fish, I felt like Beyonce, baby. I mean, my phone was like, every second. I couldn't work. I couldn't concentrate because every minute it was somebody coming into my inbox. And the thing with POF is that you can match with anybody. So any man, any woman can inbox you at any time. It doesn't have to be you communicate first, you swipe left, swipe right. It's not like that at all. If they want to talk to you, if they're interested, they can inbox you. So I found myself blocking a lot of men. I found myself just it becoming overwhelming to the point where I had to put notations in my phone. So-and-so, 37, 2 kids, Alabama. I was getting men mixed up, asking him how Alabama was. He's like, I ain't from Alabama. It was just overwhelming, okay? And I felt like POF should be called POP, because they was fishing for something, all right. You know what they was fishing for? The PP, plenty of sex. That's what it should have been called. Because literally, that is all they wanted to do. So I look at POF as a straight hookup site. Did not seem to meet too many men who were serious. I probably met maybe one or two who said they were really looking for something, but let's be real. If you are entertaining this many women, how can you really focus your energy on just one woman, right? So that's my take on POF. Match.com was very kind of like laid back. It wasn't a lot of black guys on there. If they were kind of like corny, kind of lame. So I wasn't really feeling Match.com. Black People Meet was pretty cool. Met a couple of decent guys on there. Went on a couple of dates when I first moved here. I actually met one guy who was very, very nice. We actually built a friendship. We don't talk anymore, but we ended up building a friendship. And that one was pretty cool. I actually met a couple of decent black men who seemed to have their stuff together and who seemed to really wanted, to make a connection and possibly find love. So those are my take on those when I first moved to Dallas. Now let's fast forward to recently, maybe about 2 years ago, I went on to Bumble and OkCupid. Bumble, as the relationship coach that I follow, he says, don't go on Bumble because you're going to get stung. Okay. So Bumble is the app where the woman has to say something to the guy first. And I'm like super old school, super traditional. So I really don't like the fact that that feature is there. Oh, I went on Tinder too. I forgot. We'll talk about Tinder in a minute. So Bumble is like the app, you got to reach out to the man first. So I just got tired of saying, hey, handsome, how are you? So-and-so, how are you? Like, I want you to say that to me first. Again, Bumble to me was like another hookup app. Didn't really seem like too many guys were really trying to get to know you, really trying to build a relationship. Kind of seemed like it was more on some, oh, what you doing tonight? Let's hook up type situation, right? So, wasn't really feeling Bumble. Tinder is the swipe left, swipe right, swipe left, swipe right. It's another overwhelming app because most of the men on there, they're talking, they're trying to exchange numbers. And you'll have some men who be like, hey, let's exchange numbers. And you like, wait, let me just feel you out a little bit before I just start exchanging numbers with you. You want to fill them out a little bit, see if they're worthy to get your number. But they were on Tinder, they be like, 216-856-812. You be like, wait, bro. What's your name? Let's take it slow, right? So Tinder is another hookup app. To me, y'all, none of them really seem to be great, to be honest. Facebook dating is actually, I think it's pretty good because you're able to see like their mutual friends. You can video chat real quick from Facebook. If I was to recommend any one of those apps, I would probably recommend Facebook dating. OkCupid seems to be for a lot of like felons and people that was like criminals. Everybody I meet was on there was like, yeah, I was in jail for like 2 years. Yeah, I did this bit. And I was just like, nah, this should be OkStupid instead of OkCupid, okay? So I would not recommend OkCupid at all. If I had to pick for you guys to go on any one of those apps, I would probably say Facebook dating is a good start for you. At least you can kind of see if you got mutual friends together. You know that that's their real name. You can kind of peep out their profile a little bit if you can. Start with Facebook dating and then work your way down, okay? Now, for me, when I was on a Facebook dating app, met a couple of guys, probably exchanged numbers with about 6 or 7 guys, got on there for maybe a couple of days and turned it off, right? Because for me, it gets overwhelming. This is just me, y'all. When I'm talking to 5, 6 people, and if I'm making a connection with somebody, it's not fair to that person if I'm entertaining 5, 6 different guys, right? So I had met this one guy, and I think the first text, he was like, hey, beautiful, how are you? And I was like, I'm doing good. How are you? He's like, can you send me some pictures? I mean, they be like sending pictures right away, right? They want to make sure that that profile you put up is you, right? So I'm like, okay. Didn't send him no pictures, right? I'm like, I'm not going to send you no pictures right away. You'll get pictures when I feel like giving you some pictures. So I guess I didn't respond quick enough. He comes back and was like, dang, you're not going to get those pictures. And I was like, I'm sorry. I'm busy at the moment. I'll send you some when I get a chance. Never sent the pictures. The next day, he was like, what are you getting into? And I was like, nothing much, on my way home. And he was like, you want to hook up? Now, you want to hook up can have a couple of different meanings. So I wanted clarification, right? So I was like, what do you mean hook up? And are you talking about as of right now? Because it's like after work, 7, 8 o'clock at night, okay? And he's like, yeah, won't you come over to my house? Is this what we doing? We just going to people's houses and you just inviting me over? I could be Joanna Man. I could be a man. I mean, I could be anything. You don't even know and you're just going to text me your address and you never even talk to me? So, I shut him down real quick. I said, first of all, we have never had a conversation. I have never heard your voice. I don't know if you sound like Freddie Jackson, Michael Jackson, Tito, I don't know who you sound like. I've never heard your voice. You never had a conversation with me to see if I'm even worthy to come over your house, but you're inviting me over your house. I was like, no, thank you. And he never texts back or anything like that. And I'm like, is this what we still on? Are we still on this nowadays? Like, you're kidding me, right? So I just feel like sometimes I kind of agree with what the relationship coach said when he was saying, like, a lot of these men on these dating apps are really not on there to find love. That a man does not have a hard time meeting a good woman. Because you can meet a woman, like I said, at the grocery store, at the gym. If a man is a confident man, he might be sitting at the bar. He'll lock eyes with a woman and can meet a woman at the bar or anywhere, at church, anywhere. And that's what he's saying. That these men should not be on these apps because really, they shouldn't have any issues when it comes to meeting women. So guys, what do you think? I can talk about dating apps for days because I literally had been on all of them. Thank God I'm not on any of them anymore. Okay. But I have a lot of stories to tell, when it comes to those dating apps. And like I said, if you do want to go on the dating app, I feel like Facebook dating was kind of a good start for me. I feel like I didn't meet a lot of men on there that were playing games or acting funny, or I don't know. But for me, I will start there because I just felt more comfortable on that app, being that I can see mutual friends. I can ask questions. Do you know so-and-so? Get a little background information on them. Do a little stalking. You know what I'm saying? A little looking on their profile. See if they had a girlfriend on there. They married. You can just be more nosy on Facebook dating than you can on the regular apps, right? So let's get the discussion going. Ladies, what has been your take on online dating? Have you met any have you had any connections when it comes to online dating? Men, do you agree with what the relationship coach said? Do you feel like men don't need to be on online dating apps? Or do you feel like, well, hey, it's hard to meet people nowadays. So, maybe that was true back in the day, but nowadays online is where it's at. I don't know. But let's get the discussion going. Let's talk about online dating apps. And let's continue to seek love, y'all, because this is the year that we find love and love finds us. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and click on the notifications so you can be notified every time I post a video. Thanks for watching. Let's talk. Dating Chronicles of Delana.